Felix Black here with another video for the viewers out there. If you haven't already, please follow me on all social media platforms, Felix Black, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. So today I'm talking about judgment and people's preconceived notion that others will judge them. I'm a creative person, and those who are creative and jumping out into creative spaces, one thing that we worry about more than anything is how we will be perceived by others in this creative space, in any creative space. We pour our thoughts, our hearts, and our minds into the videos, the dances, the choreographies, the movies, the art, the pictures, everything that we do in a creative space. What we fear most times is that people will not like what we do. Let me tell you something about that. There are going to be people that don't like what you do. It's that simple. There's 7 billion people walking the planet. There's going to be somebody that doesn't like what you do. That's just part of what we accept in a creative space. In anything that we do, it doesn't have to be in a creative space. In anything that we do, there's going to be people that don't like you. But instead of worrying about those that do not like what you do, focus on those who like what you do, who want to see you succeed. There's just some people out there that just live for the misery of others. Don't let that affect you. If you want to start off on a new venture, something that you've never done before, take that leap of faith. Believe in yourself, because nobody else is going to believe in you the way that you believe in you. And that's most important. A lot of times we're afraid to leave the porch. We're afraid to leave the city, the county, the state, the country due to fear. Don't let that fear control you. The fear is always going to be there. There is nothing wrong with being fearful. It's your reaction to that fear. Thinking that people will always like everything that you do and every move that you make is setting yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success and know that there are good and there are bad things with everything that you will do. But this is your dream. This is something that you want to do. No one else. So no one else can tell you how to walk that path, what mistakes you're going to make, what successes you're going to have. It's just part of it. That's just the way life is going to throw it at you at some point. If you are stepping out to do your thing on your terms, march to the beat of your own drum. Life is too short to be afraid to stay where you are, to stay stagnant. That in itself should be very scary to anyone. To stay where you are, comfort. While it is comfortable, it's nice, it's warm, it feels good here. That's not where you want to be in order to grow. In order to grow, you have to put yourself in a place where you are a bit uncomfortable, where you don't know everything. Just think about it. You have been in a job, in an activity, in a space where you knew everything that was going to happen. You knew it like the back of your hand. You weren't worried about anything because there was nothing that could happen to where you couldn't handle it. You have then outgrown that position, that place in time, because you are comfortable. Recognize you're comfortable. Make a small change. I'm not saying to quit and make a drastic change. I'm saying maintain a level of I don't know, I'm uncertain, because that makes you look, that makes you research, that makes you prepare. And the more prepared you are, the better you will be. When the nerves get to you, when you're nervous about doing something, what do? You prepare. When you're nervous about an interview, when you're nervous about a test, you prepare for that interview. You go through scenarios in your head. That way they can't throw anything at you that you have not thought of yourself. When you're nervous about a test, you study, until you feel like you've studied too much. But you prepare. Prepare yourself for the negativity that's going to come in whatever you want to do. Also prepare yourself for the positivity that's going to come with whatever you want to do. It's going to be there. You're going to get those results. You're going to get results, whether they're positive or negative. Your reaction to those results dictate which path you're going to take. Are you going to let the negativity get to you? Are you going to let them suppress the dream that you want for yourself, for your family? Or are you going to push through that and see that this is just a small, minor obstacle? This is just a small barrier to my success. Don't worry about other people's judgment, because let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, nobody cares. We like to think that when we step outside of our front door, the world is looking at us, that we will be judged immediately. Someone is looking at you. They're watching your every movement. They're not. They're not. Just think about yourself. How many times have you seen something and you just kept walking? How many times have you said, you know what? I'm just going to mind my own business because I don't want to get involved in anything. And you just kept on walking. The average person, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything that affects someone else negatively. You're just doing something that you want to do. Most people are not paying attention to what you're doing. We like to think that we are the most important, the most focus is on us, when in reality, we're one of 7 billion people. So you have to take those chances. You have to take those risks to see if you're going to get the required results that you want. But I'm speaking more to you being afraid of being judged by other people. That is going to happen. So why let it worry you? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. As a creative myself, I would like everything that I do in this space, in every space that I do, to be well received. I want to be well liked. But I know that that's not going to happen. Creating content, putting myself in front of a camera, attaching a brand, a name to everything that I do is a level of vulnerability. I'm vulnerable in front of this camera because I'm sharing myself with you, my personality, my thoughts, stories. I'm sharing all of that. And so that is open to criticism. That is something that I have to accept in this space because I'm choosing to do this. This is a goal of mine, no one else's. So I also have to look at the source. Is the source of the accolades or the criticism, is it from someone credible? Is it from someone that I care about? If it's not, continue to move on, continue to push. You're going to have people that want you to stop just because they don't care. They have nothing else to do. They have nothing better to do for themselves. So don't let it worry you. The biggest step is the very first step. And that is the main thing I'm trying to get across here. It's the very first step. So you don't know whether it's going to be the right step or the wrong step, but you won't know until you make it. Don't let others preconceived, you're in your own head, your preconceived notions about what will and won't happen. We can't tell the future. Try it and see what happens. See what kind of results you get. If they're positive, continue to move forward. If they're negative, evaluate their negativity. See if there's something that you can pull, that you can extract from that negativity that can make you better. But that doesn't mean stop. Maybe there's nothing in that negativity that you can use to move forward. Maybe that is just someone's way of trying to stop you from doing what you want to do. Are you going to let them stop you? Don't let preconceived negativity stop any progress you were trying to make. You've planned to be here for a reason. You made plans to get to this moment. So don't let it be stopped by a stranger walking past in the middle of the day. Someone typing on the other side of a computer that has no bearing on your future, on your success. Get past it.